There's no need to be rude. That's the problem, you see. Sometimes, if you say what you really mean, people think you're rude.
Let's look more closely at some of the things the man said. He really wanted to say, I want you to change your clothes. I want you to dress more smartly. But what did he say?
It's nice to dress more smartly when you have a visitor. Isn't it?
It's nice to dress more smartly when you have a visitor, isn't it?
Then he wanted to say, I don't like that jacket because it's got holes. But what did he say?
I think it would be marvellous if you wore the jacket without the holes.
I think it would be marvellous if you wore the jacket without the holes.
Usually, British people would understand all that. When someone says,
I think it would be marvellous if...
they know that the other person is really asking them to do something. Tony, I think it would be marvellous if you straightened your tie.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, and Vanessa?
Yes?
I think it would be nice if you sat up in your chair.
Of course.
Thank you. Es importante que la gente no piense que eres maleducado. Cuando oigas hablar a los británicos, fíjate en esta forma indirecta de decir las cosas y trata de utilizarla tú también.
That would be marvellous.
But now, it's time for the news. Not today's news. Our news is 100 years old. What was happening in the 1890s?
Good evening. Here is the news from That's English. First, the headlines. A new kind of moving carriage comes onto the streets. And in sport, a lady plays golf. But today's main story is the new carriage designed and built by Mr. Carl Benz. It's a bit slower than a horse, but some people are saying that it might be an important type of transport in the next century. Over to our current affairs correspondent, who has the full story. Frank, what is this fantastic new machine called?
Well, Trevor, scientists have invented a new word. They've put together the Greek word auto, which means by oneself, and the Latin word mobilis, which means moving.
So what is the new word, Frank? The automobilis?
That's right, Trevor.
A strange name. But, Frank, it's a sort of carriage with no horses. That is, a horseless carriage, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Trevor. But in fact, some people have made the expression horseless carriage simpler. They are calling it a car.
A car. I see. Strange word. And now, sport. For the first time, a woman has played golf. And she hit the ball quite well. A woman playing golf. What will they think of next? But that's all from me until tomorrow night. Till then, good night.
What was that word they used for the first car? The automobilis? They didn't get that right, did they?
And I didn't know that the word car is short for horseless carriage.
Yes. At first it was a sort of nickname. Then car became the popular word.
I'd like to look quickly at two common expressions that you hear on news programmes. First, what's the English for los titulares?
First, the headlines.
The headlines.
And did you hear the words for especialista en temas de actualidad?
Over to our current affairs correspondent, who has the full story.
Our current affairs correspondent.
But that's all we have time for. It would be very nice if you joined us next time. Bye for now.
Bye. See you soon.